Hello. Today we're exploring 10 conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. Not because we live in a movie, but because apparently nobody in history ever said, hey, maybe this is a bad idea. So let's calmly walk through decades of government chaos with the emotional intensity of a houseplant. Number 1, MKUltra, when the CIA tried mind control because weekends get boring. In the 1950s, the CIA decided they wanted to control minds. Normal hobby. Very relatable. They gave people LSD without telling them, hypnotized others, and basically conducted experiments that would get a college student expelled in under 5 minutes. And when Congress eventually asked, did you drug American citizens? The CIA said, well, technically, yes. But look, everyone makes mistakes. Yes. Mistakes. Like accidentally bumping into someone on the street or running a nationwide mind control program. Number 2. COINTELPRO. The FBI's era of maximum pettiness. From the 1950s to the 1970s, the FBI decided the real threat to society wasn't crime, but people having opinions. They infiltrated activist groups, forged letters, spread rumors, and basically role-played as chaotic teenagers with federal funding. When exposed, the FBI's explanation was essentially, we were, just trying to help. Blink. Yes. Help. The same way a squatter helps when it breaks into your house. Number 3. Operation Northwoods. A brainstorm session that should have stayed in the trash. The U.S. military once drafted a plan to stage fake attacks on Americans to justify invading Cuba. They wrote, we could fake plane hijackings, we could fake bombings, we could fake funerals, we could fake everything. The president read it and said, no, it's always bad when the wildest part of a government plan is that someone actually said, let's not. Number 4. Tuskegee's syphilis study. History's, oh no, we're the villains moment. From 1932 to 1972, government doctors studied black men with syphilis and intentionally didn't treat them. For 40 years, 4-0, when caught, officials said, we regret the oversight. An oversight is forgetting your keys. This was not that. Number 5, NASA's mass surveillance. They weren't watching us. Except they were. Before 2013, saying your phone was spying on you made you sound paranoid. Then Edward Snowden released government files and said, actually, it is. NASA collected everything except maybe your childhood dreams, though I'm sure they were working on that too. When confronted, the official response was, we collect data, but we don't look at it. Ah, yes, the old, I recorded your conversation but didn't listen to it. Defense, classic. Number 6, big tobacco. Smoking is fine, they say, in between selling cancer. For decades, cigarette companies promoted smoking as safe. They even used doctors in ads. Doctors, who presumably had medical degrees. Meanwhile, internal memos basically said, wow, this stuff is extremely dangerous. Anyway, let's keep selling it. Capitalism is amazing. It's like watching a blazing inferno and saying, let's sell this as a candle. Number 7. Watergate. The only crime ever recorded by the criminals themselves. Nixon's team broke into the DNC offices. Then Nixon tried to cover it up. Then Nixon forgot he recorded himself covering it up. It was like a tutorial on how not to do crime. When the tapes came out, the government responded with, well, this is unfortunate. Understatement of the century. Number 8, Operation Mockingbird. When the CIA tried journalism, badly. The CIA secretly recruited journalists to publish stories favorable to U.S. politics, influencing the media. Quietly. Strategically. Like a very boring puppet show. When exposed, they said, it was only for national security. Everything is for national security if you say it confidently enough. Number 9, Gulf of Tonkin. The misunderstanding that started a war. The U.S. claimed that North Vietnam attacked American ships, based on radar readings that were probably waves, or dolphins, or someone sneezing near the equipment. But it was enough to justify escalation into the Vietnam War. Later, officials admitted the incident was not entirely accurate. Translation, we guessed, and the guess was wrong. Finally, number 10, leaded gasoline. Let's poison the planet for fun and profit. Companies learned lead was toxic in the 1920s. Their response? Let's put it in gasoline. Everywhere. Forever, workers got sick. Children got poisoned. The environment took permanent damage. When confronted, industry said, there's no conclusive evidence. There was conclusive evidence. They just didn't like it. And that concludes today's episode of History is basically a group project where everyone messes up. If you enjoyed this calm and emotionless walk through total insanity, please like, subscribe, and comment before another conspiracy gets declassified. And I have to update this list. Thank you. Stay skeptical. Stay curious. And remember, If something sounds too crazy to be true, give it a few decades. It might get declassified.